What's going on, y'all? Show Love Campaign, episode 17. My dog Mike, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the family. Let them know who you are, man.
Word. Pleasure to be here. Thank you, Tone.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you having me.
Come on, man. You already know. I'm Mike Cuz, music producer, mixer, all-around studio rat, I guess. Long-time friend of Big Tone, former Charger.
Oh, yeah, former Charger.
Former New Haven pizza eater. I
That's
don't know,
true.
should I keep going?
Nah, you can go ahead. It's cool.
Former E3 member.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's just keep going, right? Nah.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that you had me here, man, today. As always, the event you guys do for Still Sessions is fire. The industry's like real fast paced and changing all the time, right?
Yeah.
So like, how did you get into this? Like, what made you want to yeah, this is it. This is what I want to do. Coming from Connecticut and stuff like that. Like, what made you be like, this is it for me?
Damn, that's a good question. I mean, I guess it started just with the fascination. You know what I'm saying? When you're young, I always been musical. I always had a piano and a little shitty piano in the crib somewhere.
Yeah.
My parents listened to a ton of dope stuff when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like Motown. You know what I'm saying? The Stevie, the Supremes, Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, the Four Tops. You know what I'm saying? All that. But then also I had my dad was into the Americana stuff too, like Springsteen and Billy Joel and Deep Purple and all that other shit. So I feel like just having those two things in rotation that often, that stuff ended up being a lot of the samples, you know what I mean, and the music. And I mean, I don't know, I remember being a rap fan from early, but I feel like maybe around late 90s, early 2000s, I started really being fascinated by how the beats were being made, you know what I mean? And I think 2004, I started messing around with FL3. Fruity Loops is on 20 now or something.
Yeah, I know.
So I remember just wanting to get my feet wet with that, you know what I mean? And I was messing around with that. It was getting, you got to make some trash beats before you get good. But
yeah,
I guess the fascination just stuck with me, I guess, you know what I mean? I would want to get better, and then I would find out how to do that, and I would improve, and then I would keep wanting to get better, you know what I mean? And I guess when you have something like that, something where you putting in a lot of work, but then even after you reach the goal for that work, you're still inspired to keep going, you know what I mean? I guess I just continued to follow that. I mean, certainly when I got out of college, I moved to New York, and probably all I cared about doing then was just getting a beat to anybody anywhere.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? But then when that finally did happen, it was like, oh, now I want to place more beats. I want to do this. I want to do that. So I don't know. When I got to the city in 2010, I started interning at studios and just kind of seeing what it was going to take, because I knew I wanted to be a part of the industry, and I knew that I made beats and I had other skills to offer, but I really had no idea how to go about turning that into anything sustainable. So I don't know, I guess I just got into the studio and I started working my way up, and I just kept trying to move in the direction of what made sense.
Yeah, I feel like I know we have me and Mike Cuz got a little history when it comes to music.
Oh yeah. Oh damn. I just realized what you meant.
Me and Mike Cuz got a little history when it comes to music.
Yeah,
I actually first
might not be no Mike Cuz if it was never a Big Tone.
That's
we
true.
Can be honest.
That's true. So we did a record called what? Party at My
Party
Crib.
at My Crib tonight.
Yep.
Shout out to
KV and Rob. Nasty Rob. If y'all, I'm gonna put the link in the bio, man, so y'all can check it out. It's a YouTube.
There's a link.
Yeah, there's a link to that, dude.
Man.
So, there's a link where we all rapping and everything. I'm rapping, Mike is rapping, but Mike actually put out what's that mixtape you and Issa put out?
The Year of the Banger.
Yeah, and
no, you remember that was literally, we had my laptop and we just sat it. We had the garage band open.
Yes.
You're just standing over the laptop like party. ridiculous. But we made it work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's a low key, it's a banger. You actually go check that out when I put it at the link in the bio. But
it received some local support.
It did. It did though.
From our few friends.
But that was the most fun. But since I known you, you've always been like trying to like do new stuff and type. Like when you was in that class with like Marquise and he had stuff like that.
Right. HMS.
HMS.
Oh man, don't gas him, bro. Yo, Marquise. I know you smiling right now.
But yeah, that was. But those are the times. But that like I'm proud of you because like from there, dude, like you could tell like you really liked it and like incorporated that like real
and it was
early.
Actually shit. I mean, you just got me thinking bringing up Party in My Crib because it reminds me of a time a while ago when I was getting on the mic, I was rapping sometime, I was singing sometime, and I feel like for a long time for me it was just like, oh yeah, I just make music, I'll make the beats, I'll do vocals sometimes, I'll record joke songs with my friends, I'll learn how to do this and that, and then it wasn't until like I feel like after school when it was really like game time, and I was interning in the studio and I was really starting to see what it takes to do what you got to do. That's when I started to like focus my energy a little more because like once I was seeing how real it got and like the dedication it took, that's when I started to be like, I don't really care about being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to do that for fun. Like I don't really care about doing this or that. Like these are the things that I want to put all my time and energy into. You know what I mean? And then like, I mean, shit, I was rapping with Issa back then.
Exactly.
And I remember even thinking to myself, like, yo, on my best day, I will never spit a verse even as good as Issa on his worst day. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't care about rapping the same way that I care about making the beats and making it sound good and stuff.
I know you worked with a lot of prominent artists and stuff like that, one including Dave East. Like, let us know about that experience and stuff in that nature. Like how did that go collabing with Dave East and like being in the room with these other producers and like maybe even main artists like something like that if you made it work with them. How did that go?
Nah, I mean, shout out to my brother East, man. Spent a lot of time in the studio with East, putting in mad work. And shout to my guys Buddha and Grands for putting that together because that's how me and Dave even came together in the first place.
That's fine.
Word. I met Buddha and Grands in like 2012, I think, at Stadium Red, which is a studio that I was an assistant engineer at, and we just met on some producer shit, and we stayed in touch, and then we was always in touch. But then 2015, we started kicking it a lot, cooking a lot. That's when we started talking about steel sessions. You know what I mean? So that's when things were really picking up, and I had told Buddha, when the time is right, get me in the studio with East, you know what I mean? And I'll handle biz, you know what I'm saying? Just put me in a position. Because by this point, I had taken up, when I was working at Stadium Red, I picked up engineering skills, like being able to record and mix records and plug stuff in the studio and make sure that the session is working and troubleshoot and shit. Because that was how I actually started to get into the rooms, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be an intern with beats because every intern has beats.
Exactly.
Like, so you got to be somebody who's useful. So by that time, my skills was sharp doing that. So I just told Buddha, like if you ever need somebody to record him, let me know. I'll go over there and do that. And then one day, the call finally came. He was like, "Yo, East got a session over here tonight. They don't got nobody to record him. I told them you would go do it. So go ahead." I get to the session. First question East asks is, "Do you got beats?" And I'm like,
yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
I do, yeah. And I think like the second beat that I played, he was like, "Load that up." He went in, did his thing, like went crazy, put it down to like strong 16, a hook. He got out the booth. I had to put the elbow grease into it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pull all the tricks out now, you know what I'm saying? So I did that. He was fucking with the style, with how it sounded, with what I was doing. And that was just kind of the beginning. That song never ended up coming out.
Yeah.
It's a vault joint.
Yeah.
You might have to drop that one day.
Yeah, one day.
But yeah, that's how that relationship kind of started. And I just kept getting called after that. And then I ended up, I was in the studio with East 6-7 nights a week for like 3 years straight after that.
That's
you know what I mean?
fire,
So, and like shout to East, definitely big time. He definitely helped get my visibility up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
he got a gazillion followers
Exactly.
or whatever. So like, you know, being with him definitely helped that for me. I got to be in a lot of cool sessions, with a lot of legends. I got to fucking collaborate with Timbaland, working with East, one of my idols. You know what I mean? Like
that must have been crazy. I know Dave East is about to come out with an album called Book of David, and he works with DJ Drama on it. Like, did you have any parts in that project and everything like that? Like, how did that go?
Hell yeah. Nah, yo, that project is actually fully produced by us, myself, Buddha the Future, Grand's Music, and we got a lot of our Steel Sessions guys involved as well.
Nice.
So it's a fully in-house production. We did all the beats, we got all the files done, we sent it out, got the mixes, got the masters. So like, you know, it feels good. We've been working on this for a while. You know what I mean? So it feels good to finally be at the place where it's like, damn, it's actually gonna come out soon. You know, and the fact that we was able to do it through our pipeline. You know what I mean? Without needing any help from like a big machine or like, you know what I mean? We got all the dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's. Like, we did all that. We checked every box. So I'm definitely proud of us for that. And I know we want to keep that momentum going.
Yo, bro, that's fire, yo. Just to be able to like have all that finished and just you three collab and do that, and you be part of a big project, you know, coming from freaking Dunham.
Coming from Dunham. Miami and Dunham my senior year, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Coming from Dunham, bro.
Man.
They had him the senior year in Dunham. And like, he was cooking, still had the Mac. My man was doing his thing, dude. And it was just like, yo, just seeing you like that, man. That's dope, man. I'm proud of
shout to my man Oren, bro.
Oren.
Every time I was working on beats in the room, he would come to the door and he would go, "You're never gonna make it," and just keep walking.
Yo,
Flyboy family.
Oh
Love
man,
y'all, man,
that's crazy. And then like can you provide anybody like advice, like if they wanted to try to get into this industry? Like, of course, like it's hard. Like, what do you think this? Like, you can tell them things like they can like watch out for, be better at, so they can try to get like a hedge up or a step up or something to be if they want to be like producer.
Yeah, well, one of the biggest things that you got to have is you just got to have that marathon attitude. You know what I mean? You got to know that it's going to be a journey.
Yeah.
It's going to be non-linear. It's going to be highs. It's going to be lows. But honestly, like, I feel like the biggest favor you could do to yourself is like not think about like making money too early on, because then you're going to be making decisions that's predicated on you being able to make money, and like especially when you're starting out in music, that's not necessarily the case. So before you know, kicking down people's doors asking about this and that, you know, you really should be creating stuff that you would create for free and on your own anyway, because you're a creator. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's definitely also important to embrace like a collaborative attitude, I would say, these days especially, but in general, you know, like teamwork makes the dream work, bro. You know, like you can't do it all on your own. It's too much politics. It's too many barriers. It just makes so much more sense to connect dots with some like-minded people that you could trust, obviously, and to just pool your resources and so everybody can win. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like those are some of the most clutch things, but also just keep a level head about it, man. You know what I mean? And don't think, you know, try not to put yourself in a box too much in terms of what you think it means to be a creator, or, you know what I'm saying, or how you validate yourself as a creator. Like I said, it's non-linear stuff, so you might not be going through the same routine every day. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you might have a stretch where you're on fire. Sometimes you might have a stretch where you experiencing a little mental block. You know what I mean? But either way, you just got to remember, you wake up a creator every day. It's not something that you turn on and turn off. Exactly. You know what I mean? And I feel like if if you keep that in mind, then you know you're able to see the art in a lot of the things that you do. You know what I mean, and keep that forward attitude.
Okay. Yeah, no, I feel that because that's how I feel like waking up and like this is what I got is just doing this platform, Show Love campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and then I try to come up with different ideas, so it's kind of like similar, but you gotta like how you was talking to somebody earlier. You got to be consistent with like dropping things or putting stuff out.
That's what it's all about.
Like that's literally what it's all about, and that was a great example that you're using there because now that dude can take it. I don't know where he came from, but for the simple fact that he even pulled up, he wouldn't have got that information.
Right. So. Yeah, and that's really like that is like our main focus at Steel Sessions. Is like it's not something where whoever comes and we are giving the same speech regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like we not delivering like a one size fits all message. You know what I'm saying, or educational format. The reason that we break it up the way that we do with one-on-one slots, 30 with Grands, 30 with me, 30 with Buddha, is so that everybody can come and get the help that they need specifically. You know what I mean? Like it's this what you came to Steel Sessions for might be a completely different reason than somebody else came to Steel Sessions for, and that's fine because we're going to get to all of it. You know what I mean? Because when you come and you sit down with us, you're on, or we're on your time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we're there to be of service to you. So, and people come for all type of different reasons. Some people come for musical critique. Some people don't play music at all. Some people just be like, you know, I just graduated. Should I get a job here? Should I get an internship here? Like, it's just... You know what I mean? It's just however we can be of service. And then, of course, we stay in touch with everybody after the fact. So, you know, we try to make things happen for people as much as we can.
That's
like,
cool.
Within the songs that we're creating, you know, we try to create opportunities there. But then also we just trying to connect dots in general, you know, to help people level their platform up.
I feel you on that. You still dance?
I mean, in the living room, I might bust a quick, like if some mic come on or something. I might get some Billie Jean action, but nah, man, yo, that honestly feels like a past life.
Yeah.
When I really think, I mean, we did our last paid show in like 2010, so like that's
But like think about
that was a whole different chapter, bro.
Right, like, I still mess with it, but if people don't know. My man went to Apollo show. Him and his team, E3.
Yeah, I can't even believe it.
Won the whole thing. Then y'all tour like in Germany representing like USA or something like that.
Yeah, like that was like a funny. Yo, honestly, I didn't even know what happened with all that because basically what happened with that was like we was just doing our thing anyway. We was just some kids in town that was good at dancing, and we used to go crazy at the dances, and girls loved it, and we were just like, yeah, this is awesome. And then this lady from a dance studio came along, and she was like, oh, you should just come be on my team or whatever, and we'll compete, and you could win this or that. So we were like, all right, fuck it. We like knew some of the girls that was at the dance studio.
Yeah.
And we just were doing these competitions, and then eventually it was like, yo, like the competition you just won, like now we're gonna go to Germany and
that's crazy.
Do what you just did. So we were like, all right, fuck it, you know what I mean? And I think that was our first week at UNH.
Yeah.
That we went to go do that. So that was crazy, but it's funny because I don't think. Well, no, Ron still dances.
Ron still dances.
But me and Manelli never wanted to be dancers long term. Like it was just.
Shout out to Manelli, by the way.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to my guy Mike Manelli, putting in pain. Fucking. He's on tour right now.
I know.
Tour North America.
Yeah,
so fucking.
He's doing his thing right now.
Yeah, hell
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, fucking. Damn, I'm cursing a lot. My
you're good, bro.
You can edit me. You can edit me if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the time we was just literally just good at it, and then Marquise was getting us on TV. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? He was booking us and stuff. So we was literally just like, what? We were just going with the flow, really, at that point. But yeah, then eventually it came to a point when it was like, you know, we was done with school. I knew I was gonna come to New York to do the music thing, and then that was just that.
Yeah. So like with you dancing, do you like? Does that help you like incorporate on how you make your beats or anything like that? Or like you would think like how you would like bust a move?
I feel like it does because like you know we used to be doing the little breakdown shit where it's like you know the beats going and then it's like you know what I'm saying?
That,
stuff like that. So I feel like like especially doing little percussions and hi-hats and trying to make stuff bouncy. with a minimalist approach. Definitely having the choreography mind came in clutch there for sure.
Okay.
And I still, I'm always bopping when I'm making something, so it's like I might not be doing all that. but I still, I'll get a two-step little bop going. But.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you some quick questions. All right, if you can name top 3 artists out right now that you mess with, what would it be?
All right. Damn. Okay. Let me think. I'm gonna probably do more than 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Here's who y'all definitely gotta check out. Iman Nunez, for sure. The Girl Code. Adana Duru.
You mentioned her. He was playing her music earlier.
Yeah, she's OD, bro. Yeah. Nimlo. Definitely East is on the way. So I know y'all know him already, but on the way. Keep it in mind. My guy Zion coming up right now. He's OD. My guy Georgie F is on the way. Y'all gonna have to wait on that one, but that's on the way. Maluchis. Shout out Maluchis. She's a Colombian singer. She's OD.
Oh yeah, you gotta send me all this.
Yeah. I feel like I might be missing 1 or 2, but that's a good little collection for y'all to start with. Definitely tap in with all those people for sure.
If you can name one legendary, iconic artist you would want to work with, who would it be? It don't even matter what genre. It can just be anybody. Just
damn. Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Damn. Probably. Gotta say Mike for sure. That was always a dream of mine. Would love to work with Mike. Would love to. If we go in Dead or Alive, this could really become a lengthy list. But it's tough, man, because I got that part of me that wants to work, with the Michael Jacksons and the Stevie Wonders and the Earth, Wind and Fire. I wish I could have got a joint with DMX. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to DMX, bro.
Maybe my favorite rapper of all time, honestly. Yeah. Definitely one of the first rappers that really got that made me feel something when I was listening. Yeah. I was like, "Well, what is this?" You know what I'm saying? And shout to Dame Grease too. Yeah. It was definitely, super influential in that Rough Rider sound that was inspiring to me when I was growing up. But
me too, yeah.
Would have loved to get with X. If we talking, people that's still here with us. Need a J verse. Need the J verse for sure. God I would love a Kendrick. Love to link with Kendrick.
Oh God.
Cole. The staples. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Drake. I love Keem right now. Honestly, that whole class, Sean, Wale, you know what I'm saying? I would love to link with all those guys on some work. Red and Meth, that would be amazing. I would love that.
That Red and Meth would be crazy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. It's just so many goats, so many legends that I've been inspired by. I would love to make music with them all, but I'm just out here doing my best, and whoever I'm meant to cross paths with, I'll cross paths with. You know what I mean? So
you make me think about that, legends and stuff like that. Can you tell us the experience you had that night when Just Blaze and what's his name?
Oh, Swizz. The original verses, you mean?
The original verses, but that night wasn't you in a corner?
Yeah, I was there.
That was a nuts night.
Yo, that really was the original verses. People don't know that. You know what I mean? That was
crazy.
Really the original verses, and that was a great night. Everybody won that night. You know what I mean? Just seeing those two go at it live, with the catalogs that they both have.
It was nuts.
And with the showmanship that they both have. And then even just the people that was in attendance, it was a whole, it was a moment.
I seen Busta in there when you posted them. Yeah. And I seen Swizz in there, and obviously them, and I was just like, yo, is that? I don't know if Jada walked in at one point.
He might have, honestly.
And I could have swore I saw Fab, but the crazy thing is I ain't never been so locked in on somebody's story. And you know, this is how you know all these stories, because when they small on your story and Instagram, these shits was like little ass little dots.
Right.
I'm like, yo, cousin there. Cousin
I
there.
gotta watch all this.
You're doing it. I was like, oh, I'm not. And you know how you supposed to do that? Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm watching.
I'm watching.
I'm like, this is
make
crazy.
Some popcorn. Yo, that might have been the craziest I ever went on the story, because I don't really.
No, you don't. So that's why I was like, oh, nah.
I gotta get better. I'll be telling myself that. But that was one of them nights when I was like, damn, I should probably film all of this, because this is fucking crazy.
Yeah. This is the last question I asked. What is love to you? This is a Show Love campaign. You need to know what. That's the question I ask everybody. What is love to you?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah,
and everybody should answer this question. Yeah, to be honest. Nah, love to me, honestly, I think is selflessness. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Love is the willingness to take something as precious as your time, you know what I mean, and to spend that on someone else's behalf. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, whether you are going to celebrate a big moment with somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's really important for them, or you're taking your time to speak with somebody who's maybe down on their luck, you know what I'm saying, not feeling so great, or whether you are taking your time to go out of your way and get something for somebody that's going to make them smile, or like, you know, it's we all out here every day trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, you need to get a lot to live how you want in this country. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, everybody has every excuse to be on their grind all the time. And I feel like anybody who's willing to put their own pursuits on hold, you know what I'm saying, to fucking make you feel charged up when you killing shit, or when you doing good, or like I said, if anybody is willing to spend that time to pick you up when you're down, or just, you know, put their own shit on pause to invest in what's going on, you know, like with you or your family, or just something like that. I feel like that is pretty close to, if that's not exactly love, like, I feel like it's in that territory, you know what I mean? Like, because that's what it all comes down to, man, the human element, you know what I mean? Like, and we all need each other, and we all charge each other up, and like, I feel like one of the things that resonates the most with all of us is when somebody, you know, spends their time and effort on behalf of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's true. You don't have to come here today. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But but you show love. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and I love that you came. You know what I'm saying? You're my bro, man. I love you for pulling up. Yeah. 2 for 2. Tone is 2 for 2 on Boston Steel Sessions. There you go. So like, you know, I think that's what love is to me. You know what I mean?
Oh, congrats on the bundle of joy coming through.
Yo, you're about to get my world rocked, bro. But, I can't wait. Thank you, man. I
appreciate you for letting me do this interview with you, man.
Nah, I appreciate you, man.
This is definitely a dope one, man. Episode 17, Show Love series. Show Love campaign. You already know the slogan. Show love, give love, spread love. My man Mike with me.
I think this means I love you in sign language.
Oh, well, we'll do that. Sign language.
And
hopefully
if it's a gang sign or anything else, just edit it out.
But yeah, man, thanks for everything, man. You already know what to do. Follow the campaign. And hit us up, man. Alright? Have a good one.
Hell yeah.
It's Mike K-U-Z, let's go. What it is, shout it, would you like a drink? I'm trying to get an answer for you, get some time to think.